finally game day week again after a nice little delay. Everything just how does the team get out there and hit somebody?
Well, right now it's game week, so you never know what happens in this day and age. It is good to get out of practice today. We really hadn't had a practice in 2 weeks. Last week we spent our time competing against each other, just having fun. But it was good to get out there and run around and see the guys hitting a little bit. Got a heck of an opponent this week who they kind of took it to us the first time we played them. I thought we played again well in the first quarter, and I think they started taking control, physically dominating offensive and defensive lines last time we played. And I think that's our challenge this week. And told the guys after that game, look where we are now, and when we play them again, let's use that as a barometer for who we are. It's a shame that we didn't get to play last week. I think that would have helped us quite a bit. I know we played better against Stephen F. Austin than we did, I thought, against Angelo. And, you kind of get out of a groove, and that's kind of, I'm hoping we don't get out of that groove, having 2 weeks off instead of just a week off.
Get a string of home games now. See, like 4 or 5.
For now, we got a string of home games. We're still working to find one more game and see if we can pencil one in. So
nice to have some home time.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be here. Not have to travel and worry about those issues. I wish that we could tailgate, walk down the tailgate alley for the game on the Buff Walk, which we will still do. If any fans want to come out there and watch us do our walk, it'll be about 2 hours prior to game time. And I know our players enjoy it. And in this day and age, you can't high five or anything, but our guys will wave to the kids and things like that. So it's good. It's a good start.
Sorry. Did the format of practice change at all since you guys missed out on a game, or what was kind of the attitude at practice to kind of make up for that?
The format changed a couple of times today because I put us in full pads, and normally wouldn't be in full pads just because we'd been off. And then we were outside on the practice field with no lights, and I walked out at about 7:25 and said, well, the sun is not going to break through these clouds this morning. So, and normally it comes up right as we start doing our normal routine, and we can see fine. So flipped the lights on in the stadium, and after I walked through, we went down into the stadium. So the guys were excited to be in the stadium, out there under the lights. So it kind of picked it up a little bit. But in general, I think they're all excited about having a purpose to practice for now. The game on Saturday, an opponent, and again, an opponent that, in my opinion, took it to us pretty good the first time we played. So, again, I'm looking forward to seeing how we respond.
3 weeks between games. This is really uncharted territory for you as a coach, and certainly for the guys as players. What does it try to do the dynamic when you're getting ready for the game? You worry a little bit about rust and that sort of thing, after having not played, because that's really unexpected, that kind of wall.
I really worry more about a third week off, because you never know what can happen with testing and what's going on. I worry about rust, and I worry about, like I said, there's some guys that have been away from our program because of contact tracing or positive tests for longer than 2 weeks. So you worry about them being in shape after not being able to do anything for 2 or 3 weeks. Well, that's my biggest concern. I think the attitude and the effort of the guys is going to show. I think they understand what they need to do. They understand this is an opportunity, and missing out on one last week, I think this is a great opportunity for them to say, we're not guaranteed all these games. We've got a schedule, but we're not guaranteed these games. So let's go make the most out of them.
You talked about the first time that you played Angelo State. You felt like they were pretty dominant up front. So besides that, what are some things that WT has got to change and got to fix to get a win this time?
Well, we got to score in the red zone. I think that's the number one thing. And we got to stop the run and get off the field on third downs. They have third and short. With what they do, they're going to be pretty successful and have been pretty successful on third and short. So we got to win on defense. We got to win first down, and we got to get him behind the chains. Got to get a little more pressure on that quarterback. He does a great job of, when he has time to sit back there and find the receivers. Offensively, again, we have to score. We have to, when we get in the red zone, get opportunities, we have got to get in the end zone and put points on the board. And that hurt us against Stephen F., hurt us against Angelo. So it's something that we stressed a couple of weeks ago during our off week, and really practiced on that. So I think those are the keys to us. What we have to do. And we have to play, turnover free, and we have to get some turnovers. I mean, that's always big. So find a way to get an extra possession or two through a turnover.